Okay, so hopefully you had a chance to pause the video, or, well, not really pause. I kind of forced you to pause, but you had a chance to try. Okay, so let's take a look here. A negative 12 times a negative 4, well, we know that a negative times a negative always gives me a positive. When the signs are the same, our answer is positive. So my only question now is, what's 12 times 4? And I know that 12 times 4 is 48. A positive 48. All right, here we have negative 5 to the second power. All right, so negative 5 to the second power is really just negative 5 times negative 5. And just like in our last situation, a negative times a negative gives me a positive. So 5 times 5 should give me a positive 25. All right, and this last one, they tried to trick you here. They got 3. So take it piece by piece. I'm going to start with my negative 7 times negative 5. Again, a negative times a negative gives me a positive. And I know that 7 times 5 is 35. So it'll give me a positive 35. But I still need to bring down my negative 3 here. So positive 35 times negative 3. Well, now we have a positive times a negative. So if they're different signs, that means my answer is going to be negative. So the question is now, what is 35 times negative times 3? All right, so I know it's going to be negative. So 35 times 3 is 105. So my answer should be negative 105. So 48, 25, and negative 105. So really, if you want to think of some kind of rule, if you got 3 negatives, or if you have an odd number of negatives, your answer will be negative. If you have an even number of negatives, your answer will be positive. Okay? So if we added another negative to this pile, our answer would have ended up a positive answer. All right, last example. A submersible is diving from the surface of the water at a rate of 90 feet per minute. What is the depth of the submersible after 7 minutes? So if it's diving, that means it's going down, right? Going down 90 feet per minute. They want to know, what will it be after 7 minutes? Okay, so the submersible descends 90 feet per minute. After 7 minutes, we'll have to multiply 7 times negative 90. And when we do those calculations, we'll have a negative 630 feet, because a positive times a negative, as we know, is a negative. So it will descend to 630 feet below the surface after 7 minutes. So this one you just have to read and pull out your information here. Let's take a look at this got it problem. So pause and try it. Hopefully you actually did pause at that time. Okay? So you need to have tried this before you continue watching. Alright, so F says financial literacy. Mr. Simon's bank automatically deducts, here's a key word here, deducts a $4 monthly maintenance fee from his savings account. Write a multiplication expression to represent its maintenance fees for 1 year. Then find the product and explain its meaning. So he's deducting. So first off, if we're deducting, that means it should be a negative value. So negative $4. And it's per month, right? So we want to know for the term of an entire year. So we want to think about how many months are in 1 year. Well, I know that there's 12 months in a year. So I'm going to say 4 times 12. Negative 4 times 12. Okay? So negative 4 times 12 is how much money will be deducted every year. So will this answer be negative or positive? Well, I know that a negative times a positive always gives me a negative. So I know my answer is going to be negative. So 4 times 12, what is 4 times 12? Well, 4 times 12 is 48. So the last step here is to explain its meaning. Well, this just means that after a year, Mr. Simon is going to be paying the bank $48 every year. All right, so hopefully you got that correct. So go ahead and work on your guided practice 1 through 5. Don't forget question 5. All right, and come back and check on your answers for that.